Welcome back, guys. JT here, and do I have an interesting video for y'all today. We're gonna continue down the semen retention journey, and we're gonna talk a little bit more about the pros and the cons, and most importantly, the sleep. All right. Here we go. JT here, and I'm happy to be with you guys. I'm excited to talk about semen retention. It's been something I've been passionate about for about a year and a half now. Please like, subscribe, comment. Let me know if you like these kind of videos. It seems like a lot of people are liking this. I hate saying this, trendy. It's a trendy thing right now. But still, less than 1%, way less than 1% of men are actually doing this. So, starting now is the best time you can start. And so I want to talk about the sleep aspect of it. And I've seen different videos, people talking different things, and I'm going to give you my personal opinion of it. As if you can tell, I slept 1 hour last night. Absolutely tired, absolutely exhausted. And I see a lot of people that say the first couple weeks you don't sleep as well because your body is not in homeostasis anymore. It's getting used to this. You're so used to releasing, and what happens when you release prolactin, it's a hormone, and when you release prolactin, that gives you the calmness feeling. So a lot of people look at it as a sedative kind of feeling where you can sleep much better. A lot of people will do it, right before bed. And so when your body's transitioning into this new normal of not releasing and you have pent up energy, aggression, it can be tough to sleep. You might toss and turn. It might take you a while to fall asleep. You might wake up a bunch in the middle of the night. For me, what I've noticed is that first 2 weeks, I actually sleep pretty fine up until the 2-week mark. And then week 3 and 4 are absolutely rough for me because if you're not used to releasing for 2 weeks, that energy builds up a lot. And then that's where, if you don't learn how to sexually transmute that energy into other aspects of your life, you have too much of a buildup and then you cannot sleep. Your body is like hardwired. I'll go to bed sometimes and then wake up 2 hours later and I feel like I slept 9 hours. I'm like, wide awake. There's like no bloodshot. My eyes are just wide open and I'm like, okay, what do I do? And it's really hard to fall back asleep. So the key in order to bypass this is you need to learn how to sexually transmute that energy into different aspects of your life. For me, my main go-to is gym. I was a former bodybuilder and I notice when I'm on semen retention, it's like doing steroids. It's straight up. It's better than doing steroids because there's no downsides, there's no really bad side effects. But you have so much energy. Sometimes I'll go to the gym twice a day. Like I'll do my normal workout and usually I work out for like an hour and a half. Sometimes I'll turn it into 2.5 hours. Then later on I'll go back and do an hour of cardio or vice versa. In the morning I'll do an hour of cardio and then go to the gym in the evening. I don't start doing that till about week 3. I always notice week 2 to 3 is where my transition happens, where I'm just like overflowing. I'm like, oh shit, I got to do stuff. On top of that, another thing that I do, which is very beneficial for the human body, is cold showers. I haven't started doing it on this phase or this time around. I have it on a whiteboard right here, week 3 right now, past week 3, 23 days. So I'm on a 23-day streak right now. Prior to that, I did a 2-month streak. Prior to that, I did a 1-month streak. And the longest I've ever done is 3 months. So with me, I notice at that 3-week mark, really tough to sleep, have tons of energy that I need to transmute. That's usually when I'll start incorporating cold showers or anytime that I feel a surge coming on, not like you want to relapse, like you're like, oh man, like I just really want to, beat my stick. It's funny saying that. But you have that moment, that momentary lapse in judgment where it's like too much and you're like, oh, I just need to release. And when I get to that point is usually around the 2 to 3 week mark when I notice my sleep starts getting a little rough. I'll start incorporating cold showers as well as the 2-a-day sessions or just an added hour of cardio. And this will actually help mitigate the sleep issues in this time frame once you hit that 2 to 3 week mark. But again, everyone is different. Some guys talk about they have terrible sleep the first week and then they're good, or they sleep great for the first month and then they don't the second month. It's going to be user dependent, and this is where you have to test it out for yourself. Keep a journal. That's what I did. I kept a journal. Every single time I did a phase, I would write down. I'd be like, okay, this week I felt good. This week I didn't. This week I slept really well. This week I didn't. I slept 4 hours a night, 2 hours a night, etc. Had a lot of energy, or I didn't have energy. And it's really crazy because even when you don't sleep, you still have good energy. You might feel like a little lethargic, like, if you don't sleep, but then when you go to the gym, it's like, boop, you're just like elevated. You feel fine. And so a lot of times when I do get really bad sleep, an hour to 4 hours, an hour to 5 hours in that range, that's when I know, even if I am tired, I'm like, I have to go to the gym. I have to, because that re-energizes you. It's like you tap in and you harness that energy, and it like allows it to flow freely after your workout. So you actually end up feeling better. And for me, so like I said, week 3 is usually when my sleep gets bad. Once I start working out twice a day, and that's another thing, once you are working out that extensively or doing cardio or running or hiking or rollerblading or whatever your form of exercises or fitness, then you will end up working harder, so you'll end up sleeping better. You see what I'm saying? So it's like a trade-off. So if you go to the gym and you start smashing it and going balls to the walls and you're not sleeping well, you'll end up switching into sleeping well because you're going to be working out so hard. Your body is going to need that recovery. But if you're just going in the gym and you're like, man, you're, walking through the exercises and, just going through, not pushing yourself, you're still going to have all of that extra energy and you're not going to be sleeping good. So I always make it a necessary action to work out as hard as I can, even if I don't feel like it, because I know that it's going to end up helping me in the long term. Because as soon as you start working out hard and pushing yourself every day, they're trying to push yourself a little bit more, maybe one more rep, or you take less rest times, whatever it is that is going to push you to growth, you'll see that it'll start mitigating itself and the sleep will start to improve and your exercises will improve, your strength will improve, your recovery time will improve, everything will improve. And so for me, like that first month, like that last 2 weeks of the first month, that's where I'm not like sleeping great. But once I start working out really hard, it goes back into sleeping a bit better. But the issue with this, I don't want to say issue, but once you start sleeping better, it doesn't necessarily mean you're sleeping longer. So I might sleep 5-6 hours a night and I wake up, but I feel so well rested. And, with me, I'm like, I love just sleeping for 8-9 hours. That's like, how much you should sleep on average. I just like can't. I'll lay in bed for like the 2 to 3 hours in the morning because I'm just like, once I get that 5-6 hours, I'm good to go. So you have to understand too that if you're getting 5 to 6 hours on semen retention, that's good. That's a good thing. You don't need as much sleep when you're on semen retention. Your recovery is 100 times higher. You're getting all that extra nutrients from the vitality that you are holding on to. So, you'll realize this on your retention journey and through your different phases. And if you're journaling, you'll start to see and you'll be like, oh, okay, I started working out extra hard in week 3 and now I'm sleeping a little bit better, but I'm getting 5 to 6 hours, or I wake up and I can't fall back asleep, or whatever it is. For me, like I can fall asleep pretty quick. Usually it takes me about 30 minutes, but then I might wake up like 3, 4, 5 times in the middle of the night during like my week 3 and week 4. And I'm just restless. I'm moving around. I'm like pillows all over the place. Looks like a twister came through my room. So there's a lot of benefits, and like I really think every man on this planet should do semen retention at least once, because it changed my life. Once you do it one time, the pros and the benefits, like we talked about in other videos and like everyone else talks about, you get the female attraction. But more than that, I've created 5 different businesses while on semen retention. I created a clothing company. I put out 2 books on Amazon. I'm a contractor. I have a contracting business. I do home remodels. Like, the amount of energy you have to put into the things that really matter in life towards your purpose far exceeds any of those stupid little bullshit benefits you get. Like, yeah, girls are attracted to you more. But as you do it more and more, you're not going to care about that. And when you don't care about it, that's when you attract them even more, because you're like, yeah, I don't care. It's like freaking Angelina Jolie, Scarlett Johansson, Kate Beckinsale, I don't know, the hottest Hollywood women could go to my gym and I'd be like, that's Kate Beckinsale, wow. And I would just keep working out. Like, I wouldn't be like, Google, every other person would be like, oh, and they've taken their phone out, taking a picture. Oh, can I get a picture with you? Oh my God, she's so hot. Her booty is so fine. No, as soon as you get acclimated to the semen retention journey, your purpose becomes your greatest superpower, because now you are focused on your mission as a man to do what you're meant to do in this world. There is nothing greater than that. When you start focusing on that, everything else just fades away. And when everything fades away, that's when everyone wants you. Just like when you chase a girl, you end up pushing her further away, right? And then what happens? Say you get in a relationship, then all the girls want you because you don't want them anymore. It's the same thing. When you stop wanting things, as Buddha would say, the root of all suffering is desire. If you can cut off your desire for things or your wanting for things, that's when everything comes to you. If you stop wanting to be a millionaire, you will become a millionaire. But when you focus so hard on that, you're signaling to the universe, oh, I'm not a millionaire. I'm not a millionaire. I want this. I want this. I want this. I don't have it. I don't have it. Therefore, you're pushing it further away. But if you become content with everything you have and you're happy, that's when everything comes in. If you can be happy with nothing, then you'll be happy with everything. Because happiness is internal. Happiness is not external. We kind of went off on a little tangent there, but I just needed to throw that in there for you guys to realize like how powerful the semen retention journey is. And really, when you get onto your life purpose, you'll never go back. When you start to see all the positive changes in your life, when men, even men, just start talking to you more, I can't even tell you how I go out and it's like every single person I run into wants to talk to me. Even if I'm just like, I'll even like put my head down and like not make eye contact with people because I don't want to be talked to. And people, you just have that energy. You have that freaking glow, and people know you're less than 1% of the population. What does everything say about scarcity? Something that is scarce is more valuable. If less than 1% of the population is on semen retention, that means they are the scarcest men on the planet. If they are the scarcest men on the planet, the 99% of women want that 1%, right? How many times do women go for the high value man, the man that has everything? They all want him, right? Are women chasing the person at McDonald's that doesn't take care of himself, that like is okay working 9 to 5, that doesn't have ambition? No, they all want those 1% men. When you're on semen retention, you are the 1% man. That's why they all chase you. And that's why everyone wants to talk to you. You are in the 1% category of the world. Of the world. Like, think about that. You're in the 1%. You are naturally, everyone is going to be attracted to you. You are the scarcest thing on this planet. So if that doesn't motivate you, I don't know what will. Because just knowing that you could be the scarcest man on this planet in the top 1% of the world, and you don't even have to make $1 million, you don't have to have businesses or anything. All you have to do is not touch your dick. That's it. If you want to be in the 1% of the world, don't touch your dick. It's that simple. And from that, eventually, you will be a millionaire. You will have businesses. You will have the dream girl. You will have the dream house. You will have the passive income. You will have all the vacations you want. Eventually. It's a manifestation practice. I have a book on Amazon called The Manifestation Journal 2023, and I talk about this in there. If you can manifest slowly, you will manifest all the things you want in life. Because people often are like, I want to manifest $1 million. What does it take to manifest $1 million? You might have to learn 100 other things, 100 small manifestations to get that $1 million. Okay, you got to learn how to advertise. You got to learn how to market. You got to learn how to put out a product. You got to learn how Amazon works. You got to learn how to write a book. You got to learn, like, you might have to manifest all this other stuff to get that large manifestation. So you can still think about, okay, I want to manifest $1 million. That's like the main goal, but it's not going to just happen like that. You know, the universe isn't going to be like, okay, $1 million tomorrow when you wake up. It doesn't work like that. You have to learn all the skills. And when you're on semen retention, it is so much easier. If you want to manifest money, it is 100 million, billion, trillion, a googolplex, whatever that crazy high number is, times easier to manifest anything you want in life on semen retention. When you have all that energy, you're giving it out to the universe. The universe is going to reward you. Look at it as a reward system. By you doing semen retention, you will be rewarded. Okay? So I think that's enough for today. I went on a lot of little crazy rants, and it's really hard to open my eyes right now because I'm so tired. I had a triple espresso chai latte, and I'm still like falling apart, and I have so much to do today as well. I already worked. I painted some gates outside. I'm like, ugh, I'm done. But I hope you guys have a great day. Please like and subscribe. Share this with anyone that you think needs to see this. Comment. Let me know if you agree with what I'm saying. If you don't agree, I don't care. I'm happy to hear everyone's thoughts, and everyone has an equal opinion. So enjoy the day. Go get your workout in, and don't touch your dick. All right. Later, guys.